Hello everyone. Well, I thought I better make a quick little intro to this video before I show you the video I took earlier today, because I need to explain one thing. I'm up working on a mineral claim today, and I realized after the fact, after I took all the video, that I never really explained that I was on a mineral claim, not a placer claim. And there are two different main types of claims in BC here, mineral and placer. Placer is the gravels moved by water. Mineral is stuff that's in the bedrock. And I was working a bedrock claim today. I was working tailings dumps of stuff that they've blasted out of the bedrock that was loose on the surface. And I was working it with equipment that you would typically work a placer claim with, the gold cube and old trommel and whatnot. But it was a mineral claim, and I was working the mineral, the bedrock material, not the placer material, because that placer claim of that area is owned by someone else. It's not mine. The mineral claim is mine. But we did find a bit of gold today, and stay tuned and I'll show you where and how we found that. Well, hello everyone. We're here at the Jesse mine again. Had an afternoon to kill, so I thought I'd come up here with the gold cube and see if I could run some of the mine dump here. And I know last time I was here I was collecting a bunch of the rocks to crush, but I took one pan of just, the dirt. And I took it down to the creek and I panned it out and I found a couple specks of gold in it. So I brought up the cube to actually go and run some more of this stuff through and see if possibly, wait for the camera, yay! And see if possibly there was a bit of gold that's decomposed out of the rock in this old mine dump here. Now, the Jesse mine consists of two adits. One is this trench. Now, I'm not entirely sure. It said it went in 4 meters, but I'm not sure if that just means the 4 meters of dirt they've excavated here. Although, the mine dump is definitely broken up bedrock. So I'm not too sure. The second adit is way over the edge, down right beside Trout Creek. The sun is hitting sort of the mine dump down there that's right beside the creek. It's way down there. Hard to get to. Now the assays say the gold is better in the lower adit than the upper adit, but definitely not going to be hiking down there with all the equipment. So today we're going to just set up. There's a nice flat spot right there. Going to set up the cube and run as much of the old mine dump as we can. Gonna do some exploring up in the hills too, see if there's any more mining activity up behind here. Evan loves collecting the quartz rocks, and some of these quartz rocks have great galena and pyrite and whatnot glittering all through them. Enjoy that, right? Yeah. Well, I got here before my slave, my dad. He's on his way. Hopefully he's bringing me a coffee. I'll see if I can start setting up before he gets here. I'll show you once I'm set up. Well, there we go. You're all set up, ready to go. You'll notice a definite lack of something in there. I have to run that back, take the truck back to the creek to fill up buckets, well, little barrels I have of water to bring up here, because there is no water up here. And that's why we're recirculating through the bins, because, well, obviously if we discharge to the ground and it's soaked in, well, we'd be out of water in no time. Now, I have scrubbed the mats just with a little bit of water and soaps. I think I used a little bit more soap than I should have. We may suds up a bit, but I think I'm okay with that. And I'm going 2 different bins today, a little bit different. I'm going to try to have it get all of the tailings into one bin, and then have that one bin overflow into the next, and then pumping the water out of the next bin. If you remember my video from the Fraser, I burnt out a pump because it got tailings into the pump. Hopefully this is a way that we can avoid doing that. And everything looks good. Nice short walk to dig and put the stuff in. Bit of a breeze. Another thing I've done is I've taken this big pry bar here and I've gone around and tried to pierce the ground all through this little trench. Tried to poke it down in to see if I could hear the thud of wood, or possibly metal, or have the pry bar break into a void of some sort. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't dangerous walking through here, that it was just old rotten boards covering up the old adit or something. So I went and took 10 minutes and just tried to pierce down everywhere. And I couldn't break in, although obviously there's some big rocks down in there that the pry bar went down between a few times. And I have a feeling that whatever the adit was that was here, they filled in with some big rocks to keep it safe. So if I ever wanted to open it up again, I think I'd have to actually go and do some big excavation of big rocks. I wouldn't mind digging down at one point here in one hole and seeing if I could hit the bedrock, just to see what the bedrock looked like, because I assume it's that rusty quartz stuff down there. I'm just waiting for my water to come back from the creek. Dad and Evan went down with the buckets to fill them up. Once I get that, I can start running. Kind of don't want them to come back to the water. This is peaceful, relaxing. I like this. And quiet. All I hear is birds chirping and the wind blowing through. This is the life. Oh, my sleigh's bit back with the water. Was that fun?
It's almost back to the street. You know how hard it is to pour out of a 5 gallon.
The little buckets I sent with Dad only filled the top one, and I have to have the bottom one at least, probably a quarter full. So he's going back for round number 2. Evan decided to stay this time. He had enough getting water, and now he wants to break rocks. Okay, video's going. Back up a bit. Yeah, that's the pump we roasted last time. Pretty good wash in there. Amazing amount of sparkly. Oh, jam up. Stop. Head didn't kick out. Okay. Not okay yet. Got a big rock in there? under your... Couldn't jam in there instead of tried.
It got jammed.
Got a lot of grunt.
Yeah, let's get the water going right away first. There we go. Nope, left water.
I pulled the wire off.
water with the cube is not great.
Look at the amount of sand in here.
Flowing over?
Yeah, there's an inch in the bottom. Isn't that kind of a clamp?
Duct tape. Evan, you want to grab that duct tape for Papa?
Okay.
Oh, I think he's got it. Okay, it's probably enough now.
What's that? Oh. Need some clean water to...
We have a bit of clean left over there.
Oh, a whole bunch of clean water.
So we're taking our first break here to check and see what's in the trays. The mud is getting a little overwhelming now. The water's really muddy, and mud is going through the pumps. And when we shut off the cube, there was actually a lot of mud in the trays that was pumping through. So I'm a little worried about what that'll translate to capture rates and whatnot. But we're going to take it apart and see if we can find a speck or two. Taking the top tray off here, I actually see some metallics, and they're yellow metallics in the tray.
Oh, yeah.
So let's hope they're not just chalcopyrite glittering yellow. Let's hope there's some gold in here. Well, after cleanup, we found gold, and a lot of it. Well, sort of a lot. There's thousands of pieces. Thousands of them! But God, they're small.
They're smaller than small.
I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. I'll take a picture. Picture will definitely get it. That top layer had a few thousand microscopic specks of gold. It added up to a fair bit. The second layer down, maybe five specks. That top layer caught almost everything, even in those, what I'd say is less than ideal conditions we were running through there. Almost nothing in the bottom. A lot in the top tray. And actually, you know, considering how much we ran,
Which wasn't very damn much.
that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
If only I could pump water from down there, I could actually run that whole mine dump pile through the big machine quite easily. Dad thinks I can. He's a pump expert, so if he says we can, we probably can.
I didn't see anything.
Nope. Okay, we're shutting down for this run here. We moved quite a bit of dirt this time, had a one hole, where last time we sort of did the shotgun approach and tried all over the place and found gold. Trying just one hole this time and seeing what we get. And I hit bedrock. I dug down and hit bedrock. Now it doesn't seem to be the seam, it seems to be the host rock. It seems to be a granite, big feldspar crystals in it. I assume that the seam is at the bottom of the trough, where I'm sort of on the side of the trough. But definitely be worth doing a trench right across and seeing if you could identify the seam itself. And we're going to see if that one spot holds gold. Oh, I'm shaking. If that one spot there holds gold. Taking a bit of a break, and then we'll clean up and see what we find. Well, we found some really nice gold. It's great. Dad's over there cleaning up. But there's the gold. I think this camera should be able to pick this one up now. It is fine stuff, but thousands of pieces. And we found, just digging one hole over behind Dad there. Dad's making a muddy mess. Found just as much as we did if we just sort of dug all around. Say hi.
Hi.
And cleaned it out, and we found lots of gold. And there's a couple bigger pieces that sort of washed back into the sand, but there's the real fine stuff. Anyhow, that was the Jesse mine, running the gold cube and gold cube trauma. Finding a lot of fine gold. And of course there's the wind. It's time for us to go and clean up our mess. And off to check out a couple of placer claims also today here. Well guys, until the next video. Bye.